Since I am a lover of English language, no, it will not be right thing to say that I am a lover of English language only. I am a lover of language actually. I love learning new languages. Doesn't matter whether it's a local one or any foreign language. Doesn't matter. I am from India, and in India itself, more than 22 languages are spoken. And even if I spend my whole life learning these languages, I know that I am not going to learn all of them. But still, I'll try my best to learn one by one, starting with the Indian languages, of course. But regarding English language, I'll say one thing. Since my childhood, I got that desire from my mom to learn English language, to communicate in English language, though it was very difficult because nobody was speaking and there was no source that time. There was no internet kind of stuff. Only TV news you could see, or maximum you could read books. We were brought up in villages, so many things were not accessible. I know that these are not the excuses, but whatever it was, I was doing it. And I had a teacher who was teaching me grammar. I was noting down words from dictionary. This is what I was doing in the earlier stages of my learning. Then what happened? We moved to our town house, and then we had more access to the things I wanted, and I needed to learn the language. But then again, I was from Hindi medium. I mean, our native language. I was taught, educated in that language only. So only one book, only one subject was English, and other subjects were in Hindi medium. So somehow we were managing to do that because it was just a subject, just one paper. Uh, so we just have had to read the chapters, and that was done in the classroom. Teacher was explaining the chapter, and then they were also helping us to do our questions answers part. And since I was interested in learning the language, so I was always on a reading thing, as noting down words, trying to know the meanings, like that. From that time and now, lots of things have changed. I saw that though I know grammar, basic grammar, and I know many words also, still it's difficult for me to communicate in that language. So why it is happening? This question was always there inside. No, no, I know that it's not only inside my head; it's inside everybody's head. Whosoever is learning the language. So whatever efforts we are putting, why it's not working that way? Why it's not working? Why, in spite of all our efforts, we are not communicating with ease the way we do it in our native language? What is the main hurdle? So the question was always there, and I always tried to answer the question myself. Sometimes I was I was at a point where I was all the time I was learning new words. Some point of time I was more into reading books. I still remember that in one paragraph, just to understand one paragraph, I was looking at the words in the dictionary so very often that I was getting tired of it, sick of it. And even knowing all the words, I was still not able to figure out what the paragraph has to say. So, at that point of time, after looking up all the words from the paragraph, still I was not able to understand. Then I was like a kind of giving up. So, one day, I asked my teacher, why it's not working? I know all the meanings now, and even my grammar is not that bad. So, why it's not clear to me? Then he told me one thing: don't rely on dictionary. Try to figure out meanings just by reading it again and again. He told me to read 4 times. without looking it up in a dictionary. So since then, I started reading it mostly without the help of dictionary, and I was doing more than one reading, two times, three times I was doing it, and then I was amazed to see that even without dictionary, I was understanding mostly. So that was one thing I learned in this language journey process. Another thing I learned that no matter how many sentences you learn, note down, memorize, it's not going to work that way. It will work, but it will not go. No, it will not work that way that quickly. If you start practicing it, and make sure that you are, doing it on a daily basis. Whatever you are learning, the sentence you are learning, the word you are learning, you are applying it into your conversation. So you start doing. I did that also. I experimented on that also. When I was teaching my students, I was making sure that I am giving them new sentences, and I was telling them to bring into their conversation. I was also giving them something to write, and just include all those sentences in that writing. And I was also telling them to speak, and trying to use those sentences and words. So they were doing it, and the progress was there, but still it was not up to the mark. Then I thought, what next I should be doing, what will work well. And I am teaching, I have been teaching, and still I am not at ease with the language. Okay, I can communicate, there is no problem, but not the way I want. Why is like that? So then what happened next was the sentences, because many sentences I had noted from the book, and wherever I was listening, I was noting down, and I was teaching the same so that I can remember. Yes, this is also one of the best methods to learn. If whatever you learn, you just teach someone else. If you learn one sentence, say, it's not that I don't understand, suppose this is so simple, just a sentence, and then you just teach it to someone else. So this way you can do it. Just by doing this, you will remember forever. So uh, because I was a teacher, so I was a good student, I was learning everything, and applying and teaching the same stuff to someone else, so it was working. But still I thought, no, there must be one step ahead to speed up this learning process. So then what happened, all the sentences I noted from the books and from other sources, I started recording them. I started recording them, and then I started listening them over and over again. That was a kind of thing which worked well, because when you listen to your own voice, and that too over and over again, it goes into your subconscious mind like anything. It stays with you, you don't forget. And when it's there in your subconscious mind, then mouth uh, uh, is training itself, because it's there. So it's not much difficult to get it out from your mouth. So the first thing was that, giving the listening to your ears, and recording it, and then again listening. So listening in a great deal works a lot. And then speaking will be natural if you listen more. But then if you record, then you give your mouth the training it requires, because your mouth is not trained in the new language, your mouth is trained in your native language. So that's why it's very important. Most of the time we are going to use this only to communicate. We are not going to use this one. Okay, we are going, but it's like indirect one. This one is direct. You have to reply to someone to communicate with someone. And if it is not used to it, then what will happen? It will not come out with that ease we are seeking. So that's why listening and then speaking at the same time, and speaking will not come out until we record it. Recording, listening, recording. So that is something which I learned in this process. and this is working so well. Then after I thought, okay, so recording is also like every day I was doing it, becoming easier. I was sharing the same stuff to other people, and they are also doing it. They are also finding it beneficial. It's all was going that way. But then I realized that while you talk in audios and while you talk in videos, that makes lots of difference, a world of difference, in fact. So then I started making videos because I wanted to communicate with the people. Now due to lockdown, I cannot reach everyone, my students even. So I thought it's better I will record my teachings, and then I will share it with people, and then they will also get to learn. So the purpose was that. But when I started making videos, what I realized is I my gesture, my facial expression, that even now you can see that where to fix my eyes. Many things are required to learn when you start making videos. So and then you get conscious also how you're looking, and what you're saying. So this is a kind of challenge you give to yourself if you start making videos, and that too in a language which you are still learning. That's very challenging, and that's a brave act also. You must be proud of it if you just start doing this decision itself is a brave one. So we must appreciate ourselves for that. We must be proud of ourselves for that. So this initiative itself will bring lots of changes in your life, positive changes in your life. What brought in me will bring in you also. So so that way I started making videos. I remember I made a video for almost I can say 30 days, and nothing was coming out. I was yeah, I was not doing justice with the hand gesture. I was not doing justice with the facial expression, and not even the words. I was so conscious that I was making so many mistakes while making audios. I was quite comfortable, but while making videos, I was not comfortable at all. So I was doing it, getting disappointed. Many times felt like giving up, but then I thought that no, no, I have to do this, no matter how. I was talking to my friends, how will I improve it? They were giving their suggestions. I was thinking that I'm just making it the same awful, horrible videos every day. What difference is going to make? That time I did not realize, but one of my friends, who is a doctor and who is doing this videos, making, recording, being live, is like very common to him. So he said that no matter how worse you are doing it, just continue it. You will get it. Don't worry. So so I resumed, and I continued, and I'm still learning. I'm still doing it, and I'll tell you, the things have become easier for me. And I share the same thing with my students. Not everyone is open to it, but some are doing it, and I would love to share uh, my students' videos too on this channel. So before I wind up, I'll tell you, listening in that new language is the first thing. Second thing is started recording, and listening the recording also. And in recording also we have to do the audio recording first, so that we will be comfortable. And after that, video recording is something which is very very crucial if we really want to improve. And it will improve many things. It will change everything actually. The way you carry yourself, and the way you communicate with others, your camera fear, stage fear, when you are going to talk to a stranger, the butterfly in your stomach, everything will disappear. Trust me. Please make videos.